Okay, I'm back, and pen sensitivity is back. I just need to restart everything. So, for those who are watching this on YouTube or afterwards on Twitch, pen sensitivity suddenly didn't work anymore. So I had to restart my entire computer. I hadn't done anything yet. Now I have to reset everything again. No, wait. That way. Does it remember what I did last? It did remember it. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Everything should be working. I did a test in those few minutes. So if it isn't working now anymore, then I don't know what is going on. Okay, you should go over here because I don't want too many things cluttering my screen. 8:19. Okay, let's hurry up. And it's again the same time as usual. If it isn't me being lazy, it's hardware issues. Yep, that should be here. And now what I need to find back is how it's called, the act. Well, I hate it when they do something like this. So I'm starting with this text. Might change. Let's send it to okay, now we can start the stream. Now we can start drawing. This is the wrong screen. I need to go this way. See, pen sensitivity is back. Ah, already found a typo. That's what you get if you type it yourself and don't just copy paste from a website. But anyway, first we're gonna sketch. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one because I want to. My layers are in front of it. So I can't really see the chat at the moment. Needs to be bigger. And it's cross wired. We'll see how much we'll get. And we'll see how small this is gonna be. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do Penny in the yukata or kimono, because the focus is not on Penny this time. So and this is going to be in a seat, and the seat's going to end over here. I am copying. I'm basing this drawing on the promo image they are using. Still a bit disappointed that last year's had to cancel. Of course, they had their reasons, so it was valid reason. It's just I was disappointed. Well, you don't have to draw legs. Do it because that makes it easier. To draw close. So first of all, let's do mono. And it's just a very simple one. I am basing it on their image, but it's chibi, so and I should be somewhere here. Kimono should be like this. Then, so I think this is more yukata, but okay. Again, copying the image from the site. And the obis. Okay, so that's the sketch for the chibis. Hand is too small. Hopefully, if all things go well, I can stream Thursday. Things are very hectic at the moment. Work is insanely busy. Moving of the studio. Private issues. Penny shouldn't be bigger than Kim, but we'll change that later on. And we either make Penny smaller. No, we don't make Penny smaller. Oh, I'm in the big head phase again. Drawing heads way too big. Which doesn't mind for chibi, but this is not chibi. Of course you have perspective, but this is better. If I do get to stream first day, it's going to probably become a hectic, chaotic one. I moved my 3D printer, so I need to see if I have enough space. So I need to do a test 3D print. Of course, I need to finish painting and start resining things. And well, I got, I think, my final cabinet, so I need to start filling that and organizing, clean up in L3. It's the big forehead syndrome. I'm not sure if this is gonna work out, this penny pose. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Sometimes I have these phases where whatever I draw, proportions are always off. It just doesn't work. And I think this is going to be one of those days. We'll just make the best of it. Stumpy Kim. Okay, it doesn't feel centered or a good position. I need to move it. Focus points. Yeah, this is going to be too close to the text, so this needs to be lowered. Now, line art. How about I make the lines black? And the great thing about this act is that I know these women, they're not girls anymore, they're way women, are going to be very appreciative of this comic. A while ago I made a comic to support an organization and they weren't very grateful for it. Hand is a bit small. And I thought about mentioning that this is probably the last time I'll join this organization because I probably won't have the space anymore, but we'll see. Maybe I can join next year in another way. Also, for one of the listeners, for privacy reasons, I won't mention the name. This year in April, I believe there will be a new Melisande comic in Dutch. I know you already have the collection complete, but I figured I'd mention it. Oh. Burps. course, I shouldn't forget to send this to the artists afterwards. But I'm sure people will help me remember. Okay, that was my eraser acting up. I really like this smile. That's better. Soon Fantasy Village will be there. First time. Of course, different venue. So it's always wondering what will happen. How things will look. So we are a bit nervous. Not like completely anxious, but just a bit nervous. And I've been asked again by a large museum if I am willing to give workshops again. This time if I'm able to do them in English. So, what do you guys think? Am I able to give a how to draw manga workshop in English? Is that something I can do? It's not completely confirmed yet. They wanted to have an option, so it is a bit still a bit hoping, crossing fingers, but it was nice to be asked again. I'm being Brock today, having closed eyes, Probably the entire comic. Okay, this is a bit short compared to the other ones, so still quite cold up here. Haven't checked the weather report, but it's probably still going to be cold for a short while. Let's see. Oh, great. Next week is already going to be 11 degrees. And of course it's going to be very rainy on Monday. You know, when I have to cycle to my work. And it's not like it's a 10-minute cycle, it's 45 minutes. And last Monday I was caught in 2 hailstorms. That was not nice. But you know, nothing as changeable as the weather, so who knows, maybe it will shift to Sunday or so. Because they expect snow on Sunday. And while I know cold is important for the cycle of life, for nature, I don't mind if it gets a bit warmer. Always count the amount of fingers you're drawing. Always count them. I think this hand is a bit too small. Hand and arm. And there was also the news that the comic that inspired me to draw is going to be animated for a 1-hour pilot. They are presenting it as if it's a complete series, but it's a 1-hour pilot. Of course, I'm very interested in that, but I'm also quite skeptic because they have announced it, well, more than once. And this is the so manyth time, so I hope this time, like I believe it's the 48th time the charm, it will go through and it will be animated. I did listen to the audio movies, but I'm not much for podcasts and audio movies. I can't really focus with that. And of course you have those headcanon voices, and suddenly there are different voices. I didn't even recognize one of the characters. It's one of my favorite actors, and I didn't even recognize him. Okay, here we go. We'll start with the harp. And I've seen the harp in real life. It is a beautiful musical instrument. I wanted to say thing, but it's not a thing. It's a musical wonder. And it was built by the artists themselves. I'm going to give myself a bit of creative liberty. Because to be honest, it has to look like a harp. Let's see. How are the strings with a chromatic harp? I know they're crossed. Okay, so and the other ones are a bit more straight. I think this is a decent approximation. I already got confirmation that the harp strings are fine. Good. I mean, I've never drawn a harp before, let alone a chromatic harp. Oh, my code on the website wasn't correct. Let me check it. I mean, the code wasn't that hard to guess. Oh, that's not good. Luckily, we have an undo button. Previous one was better. Weird face is weird. No, come on. That's better. Yeah, it does get expensive if you go to so many conventions and all. I mean, it's even more expensive if you go as someone who tries to sell there, because that's quite weird. It's already weird. You have to pay entrance, and you haven't done anything. You haven't gotten anything. You just have access to the venue. But when you want to sell something, you have to pay a lot of money just to stand there, to be there, and you're not even guaranteed sales or whatever. So it's actually quite weird. You have to pay just to sell something. The world is weird. Oh, that's a bit off. Okay, how about I give her a second braid? Not sure if they will wear braids. They might visit a hairdresser in between, which is fine, of course. If they come from with a different hairstyle, I'll just say I'll base it on an old picture of them. It looks weird. Oof. Been sitting a lot today, mostly for work. And remember, by the way, if I do stream first day, I might, depends on how long I'm gonna stream, but if it's 3 hours again, I'm just going to cut the stream in two. So that I have a little bit more stock for YouTube. I did notice my speed paints, you know, where I trace work and give them free color stops. Those are watched the most. Okay, hydrate time. Oh, the water is cold. How about I save? I'm being buzzed. For Gluren bij de Buren, I also found back a lot of old prints that were meant for sale, so now people can take that along as a souvenir. I have a lot of images, so I don't think I need to put a limit on it, but just to be safe and cordial, let's say 2 per visitor or something like that. And I don't know if there are any mermaids in between. I have no idea. I went through them past Saturday, so I have no idea anymore, no recollection if there are mermaids in there. Could be. You'll just have to look through it. I know there are a few ocean themed ones. And they're just thin prints. Hence why they're going to be freebies. Okay, colors. And if they come in a different color kimono, the other one is just in the wash, okay? A bit darker. Oh, that's the different color, of course. Lots of things need to be colored by hand. So if I miss the spot, I know. First the big spots. The flood fills. Just to save myself a little bit of time. Forgot to do Penny's legs, but we're not done yet, so all the time. First we're going to do the colors we do know. That's a bit too much. Of course I'm coloring on the wrong layer. There we go. Teeny tiny. And let's see. Bit of a contrasting color, but I rarely use pink. How about I do it with you while I'm at it? And then let's see if I can recreate this. Nope, I managed to create this once, and of course I'm never be able to do it again. That's a bit too dark. You have to stay a bit in the same. Well, Fantasy Village is supposed to be inside, not outside. I mean, we were not informed that it's going to be outside, and if it is going to be outside, a lot of people will complain. Because it's a 2-day festival. There we go. And we just need the beak. And now it's a heron-like creature on that one. And the harp itself is quite light. Shading will make it darker, of course. Okay, and now we're going to fill the blanks. Oh, wait, this is not a hand, this is part of the shirt. No, what I need is you. And you on the other side. And yes, this tiny little line you probably don't even see is bothering me. And I think that's everything. Okay, then the first thing I'm gonna do is shade. Oh wait, I forgot to do the flute. Is do some light blue shading for the feet. Ooh, missing a dot, and yes, that would bother me. And now we go shade. First we're going to make a copy of this layer because just be careful. Okay, now first, before I continue, let's zoom in. Let's see. This little one is going to bother me. And let's see if I have everything. Well, looks like it. I think I'm going to do it a bit differently. Nah, that doesn't work. Okay, so I need to do it like this. Bit of a sea color, sand color. And that goes into a watercolor. And that goes into a sky color. That's a bit sandy, but okay. Well, oh! No, I cancelled it. Why did I cancel it? Well, just gonna do it again. I can rant and I can rave, but it won't bring it back. Okay. So first we're gonna do this so I have it saved, and then we're going to do white. Lower opacity just to have a little bit of okay, and the sand is going to be a bit more prominent as well. And these are going to go this way. There we go. And then perhaps, do I have a computone that has something that fits? Just a little bit of texture. You probably won't see it in the end anyway. This one's easy. Made all this nice texture and it's going to be hidden. I'm that talented. Okay, I think this is it. Everyone can go text check. And meanwhile, I'll be starting up the penny file with all the other texts. Free approvals. Waiting for a few more. Meanwhile, I'll just open it over here. Okay, everyone says okay. And I have to check if the link is working. Okay, text check. Okay, how about we don't play music at the moment? We'll do that later on. Text okay again, and let's hydrate. Okay, most have already seen it, so let's save it by the way. Aha, one typo. Need to do the banner, and then I'm going to continue my book 6 art. Because I translated a lot of things. And perhaps I'll be able to do a second page. But that depends on the time because it's already 12. 12, it's 20 to 12. I think I'm going to make this the preview banner. Because it's very different from usual. Who says the banner has to be the first image? And it's supposed to attract people. Okay, so I will send this later. First what I'm going to do is... Where is my book 6 art? Yep, this is the one I need. And I had a file. I never signed up for you, so go away. Things are slow. Why are things slow? Eh, come on. Delete yourself. Trash. Now it's gone. Wait, it deleted now too much? Ay, ay, ay. Of course I can remove that from my... I get a lot of spam on a day, really a lot of spam. So you just have to check if I didn't accidentally deleted something. But it seems... Yep, everything seems to be spam now. Okay. Download. Download. And open. I haven't formatted it for the book yet. So it's just plain text, which makes it easier to copy. Let's see, because now I'm doing way too much. What do I need? I need you, and I may need you to be smaller. Okay. And then I need you. Kernel needs to be smaller. 50. 75. Ah. Of course. Should keep the accents in mind. Because there are no accents in the second language, but I did write them down. So what I need is just a plain notepad. I can just do it from in here. I won't save the file. Is it still readable then? Okay. Then and this is just one word. I will format it soon enough. And I wanted to do the lines again anyway, so. Now I need to remove this accent. This accent. Oh, good. You can't. They can't save it. Oh right, good. Now we're get a big line. Okay, and I needed to do that -10, just a little bit. No. I can just add an extra space to make it easier to read. Wait, I have six watchers? There are no accents and no diaresis. Never said it in English. In second language. At least in this time period. I don't know if it will come in future time periods. You go, enter, delete. Yalong, Mura, Leon. And I'm pronouncing it really weird right now, so don't take this as a guide. Okay, so you need to have a double space between words to make it easier to read. This is quite intensive to do, by the way. This is better. I think I can actually make this a little bit bigger now. 8. Just to be sure everything's on there. Yep. I can make it 8 now. Okay. No accents. The thing is, I can't really check this if I'm doing it right. Sure, I can, but it's really tiring. There are also no lines in second. So these are just 3 different words. And it might sound very confusing, but first of all, it's a different planet, so we shouldn't put our own language next to a different planet's ones. But also, this is more medieval times. And in our medieval times, our language was different as well. Miso. Kemo. Probably gonna need to reformat that. First of all, let's -10 -10 and make it 8. Yarana Jello Hyalon Forza. No, let's keep it like this. And is there an accent? Yes, there is an accent on there. Shallow van de Anteriaan Shimas Temupu. Okido. And hydrate, because this is quite concentrating stuff. And then the last one. I mean, if you read last week's, then you know what everything's going to say. First of all, it's going to be 8 with 10. Oyonima. No accents. This one has no accents. Niatin. Deno. Oho. Aniano. This one does have an accent. Niatin. Uta. Elialono. Sutikane. Sutikane. Let's just do that on a different line. And the last one does have accents. There's an accent. I do use accents in, well, the texts in the book, just so you have a little bit of guide how to pronounce things. There's also pronunciation, but just to help it. But there are no accents in Seiken. Okay, and this is a long one. But it's less long than the English variant. Warte, Shan, Bunte, Montane. Oh nee, first Vite, Montane, Irio, Yano, O, Minke. Okay. So now we have to do the line parts. First of all, which line width is this? First I'm going to need to make a new line, of course, a new layer. That's too thick, and that's 5, so we're going to need 3. Yep. I'm going to make this fade this a bit so I can have a guide, but I see more, and this I'm going to make darker so I can actually see what I'm doing. Make it red. No, that's the wrong layer. Why are there wrong layers in here? I do like the thick line over there, but let's keep it the same width. And then this says, I don't know what it says, colorful, I think. Cyanosu, colorful. And then this word, uta, means simple, simplicity. Now we go to Kairan. I gave them all Seiken names, so while their names are in the book Naraku, Kairan, Yume, and Suta, their Seiken names are Masura, Meza, Yumai, and Nima. That's because I hadn't thought of Seiken names when I started the story. And it's a bit weird to have Earth names for your alien people. So I gave them Seiken names. And their names mean pretty much the same as what they mean in the story. So Mosura means eternity, like Naraku does in Japanese. Kairan, I believe, means little and dark. And his Seiken name is, let's see, small darkness. Yumai comes from Yume, which means life in Seiken, so, and it's Japanese for dream. And Suta, which means star in Japanese, is now Nima, which is something like star as well. Let's see. Yes, comes from the second word nim. So, Nemene Meza. Nemene means prince consort. And it actually means people, the husband of the queen, who are not considered king. The queen is the head of the house. Niazupu Uta, again, Uta, simple. Niazu means fabrics, or fabric, because they have singular and plural often the same. Not always, but most of the time it's the same. And pu means to dry. I'm going to smooth the text slightly. And you could say a male concubine. I mean, when in the Netherlands we had Queen Beatrix, her husband was considered a prince consort. I looked it up. So I feel very smart now. And then Mianas, Hugo, Yalon, Mura, Corsa, Yalon. Pants cover the knees, but ankles are clear uncovered. So we're talking about pants now. Does this line look? No, this line does not look nice. Just make it. And then high nice yellow, tall boots. I don't like this. I'm going to keep the original line. There was a lot of words I had to think of, because there were a lot of words still not in my dictionary. So I have about, well, let's say 30, 40 words more. Okay, now we go to Yume or Yumai. The Yasune Hime. That means Queen Princess. So that means Crown Princess. And let's do Yunanir. And for those who wonder why I'm not using their full titles, it's because this is made by their resident artist as a sketch diary, who and it was meant for more or less personal use, so they thought not of using the full titles. Besides, that would take way too much space. Okay, Yasune Hime Yumai. And then, what does she have? Utahale Mizo Kemo. Simple tops, minimal decoration. And then we have Eran Hajalo Yalon Goza. Short boots cover ankles. Okie dokie. And Shalon van de Anterian Shimas Temepu. Shoes from unknown leather that dries quickly. Then we go to Suta. Oyunima, Lady Suta. And she has Niatin de no o Aniano. Clothes are light and airy. Niatin uta lianho tsutikane. Clothes can easily be removed for swimming. And Vartishan bunte vite mantana iryoyano oho minke. Jewelry is rarely worn because it can be lost or weighs one down. Well, at least it's a bit bigger text. I could add more, but I don't think that's going to be looking nice. I think it's going to look too crowded. First of all, let's give it a nice color. And then we're going to add the dots. Is this a nice? Yep, not too big. Okay, then this page should be done. I don't think Rain is gonna sign it because it's a sketch diary. And it's a bit weird. I'm the idiot that scares it, signs it every time, so I don't think Rain's gonna do that. Okay. I haven't done the taken the picture of what's it called again? Of the colored pencil sticks. Okay, let's delete you. How about I move you for a moment? Okay, cool. Is this? None of the text is blocked. Yep, none of the text is blocked. I did check. Copy layer style, paste, and hide this one. So this would be the first image done. Let's save this high resolution. Let's close this off. Let's close this entire Photoshop because you know things get stuffed easily. And what I need to do first is cut this out in Clip Studio Paint because it's better for stuff like this. Also, if you don't like spoilers, might be best if you just start listening and no longer looking. You can go. No, I said you can go. That means delete. There we go. I need my tiny guide. That's one. That's two. And now everything in here is pretty much spoiler, but now things really get spoilery. Still have a couple of drawings to make. But like I said, if I have the chapter images done, my mind should be more clear. Okay, And now we start the cutouts. That's not the one I need. This is the one I need. And I need to do this. Don't think I have her second name just yet. Bit smaller. And I think I'm going to place her here. No, I'm going to place her here. Of course, I can make them a bit smaller if needed. And the last one. Okay, now we can start cutting it out. And last time it was very nice. That's a bit too much. Okay. New, and I need to do not shift because that's plus. I need alt, which is minus. Missed the spot. Does need this just to have a better flow. And shift was plus. Okay, how's you? Good. Then we go to you. Bottom things. That's the downside of the sketchy style. No. And then the last one. I'm first gonna keep this contrast because that's probably gonna help me. I need to be this one. It does help with contrast. Except for these little things. That's a bit too much. How's this? Did I miss anything? This one scanned a bit darker. No idea why. Okay, so there's still something somewhere that causes this line. Oh, that was this layer. Okie dokie. Apparently there's still some lines over here. I think I'm just going to use the eraser. On that layer, so there's probably some more somewhere. And we're going to do this one because that's my layer for some reason. And do I have properties in here that I can copy? I think I do. They're all at 100%, but they're on darken. And 68%. Okay. And now I need to save these as a PSD. And then I need to call it a night because that's just too much. I'm going to open it in Photoshop just to check it and some minor effects so I know what I did the final time. Let's see. They all have a glow. Okay, that's I can copy the layer style. And then I have Dragon Empire. Paste layer style, paste layer style, paste layer style, and paste layer style. And you guys need to be on. You need to be out. I think I might be able to get them a bit bigger. But first of all, I'm going to bring Blade and Malin a bit closer to each other. And there we go. Okay, I am going to type it. I'm going to stay a little bit longer. No. I am going to move you around. slightly bigger. I said slightly. Okay. I'm going to open. I don't have my preview here. But I can open this one. You can go over here. Clip Studio Paint can close. Less screens. On top. And this is I need to do this in just a normal font so I can actually read what I'm doing. No, just a normal font. Fine. We'll go to the normal font of Arial. Non-italic. Regular. I mean, I need to be able to read it. Okay, you guys can go because you're not interesting for me now. Remember, there's no what's it called again? No accents and lines and whatevers. Malin, by the way, is a name that has little meaning in our language because it was derived from the name Merlin, you know, the wizard. I don't know if I'm writing it right, but that's okay because it's going to be in second anyway. Guards. No, I'm going to say white belts. Pants tucked into boots. I want to say 3 things about the clothes that there been drawn. This is Hunter Blade. I know we have arm guards and we have tall boots. But a third thing. Asymmetrical designs. Now, are we going to give him a title just yet? Because at this point, he is just a boy. His name, by the way, also means nothing. Because I just like the sound of it. I think I'm just going to call him Graven because that's his name. What can we say about these clothes? I already mentioned the white belts. I also mentioned the asymmetrical designs, the high colors. Yeah, it is a coat, but the Malin is wearing a coat as well, so. Oh, the lines of Malin weren't. I already thought so. What was this? So, well, I think I can. Well, technically, it's very simple clothing. Modest. Modest use of color. Doesn't it clashes with her, so. This is hard. Well, at least a long coat. That's for sure. Modest design. Modest designs. Or little decoration. Yeah, less is more. Well, it doesn't always have to be positive. I mean, it is impractical in battle. Okay, so that means Kasumi needs to move slightly. So we have a little bit more space for her. I don't know what else to say, what might be positive. I mean, what did the others one had? Well, just mostly facts. This would be the first opinion. I mean, why shouldn't I mention something negative? It's impractical in battle. And it's a long, stiff coat. Oh, wait. Protection from the wind. Or it's protection against the wind. Is protection against or from the wind? From the wind. Yeah. See? Long stiff coat, protection from wind, and colors for accents. Let's see. To protect against suggests an attack or an evasion, something actively threatening, while protect from suggests something passive. Protect from focus on a more protective benefit. And protect against focus more on the enemy. Okay, so I think protection from. That is if I follow the grammar online stuff. Clothing, the Cambridge Dictionary. Yes, okay. Clothing that protects you against the cold. It's important to protect your skin from harmful elements. Okay, so that really helps. Okay, so to protect from means it focuses on the item, and protect against focuses on the outside. You're protecting it against something. Okay, so that really doesn't help. Examples. Let's see. Yeah, this really doesn't help. Okay, I think in this case there's not really much focus on the item because it protects the wearer. So in the context, the jacket protects him from the weather, and the jacket protects against the weather. Okay, Collins Dictionary, what do you say? Yes, yes, go away! If an insurance policy gives you protection against an event such as death, the insurance company will give you or your money if that even happens. Okay. To give or be protection against something unpleasant. Okay, so I think against is the right word from here, but you can bet your bottom I'm going to make a single word for that in Seiken. Okay. Do I need to make this slightly thicker, by the way? Nah, this is fine. I don't know if they have the word windproof in Seiken. I mean, I'm the one who decides, but it sounds so modern. So, well, I'll be sending this to myself. Need to hydrate. And I need to start creating words again. There's really dry air up here because of the heater. So this will be for today. Been up way too long. And I might be able to see you all on Thursday. And if not, well, then the next time. Where's my chat? Let's see if first I need to smile. Yay! No, wait, where's my... Okay, let's try it again. Smile. And then we bow. See, we keep on looking weird that way. Very strange. Anyway, bye-bye!